There we go. Hello, everybody. I'm sorry me being good at this game. Like, that would be a thing that I would do really next to. Okay, also, don't trust this at, like, any point. This is one of those levels where the percentage bar is it shows the starting point as 0, like, no matter where in the level it actually is. Okay, apparently my microphone is quiet. Ah, there we go. Let me see. It should sound better. Okay, apparently my microphone is quiet. Ah, there we go. Shut up, alarm. Jesus Christ. This is how you know I'm rusty. That's just how you know I'm rusty. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, this. This is so hard. Honestly, I take it back. This might be underrated, like seriously underrated. And I'm not even like I'm not even saying that to like save some ego or anything. No, even like when I was actually good at the game, this felt like harder than Blade of Justice. I don't even know what that was because the start position. It's definitely not that. I can tell you for a fact it is not that. But you know what? I'm just gonna yeah. Yeah. Also, the start positions, the percentage thing in Mega Hack that has like a stroke whenever it tries to compute the. It just has a stroke whenever it tries to compute the percent, like what percentage something is. Honestly, maybe I erred in saying that this was a first half heavy level with how much I'm struggling at the second half. You know what, if I don't get it in the next few minutes, then you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna play from 0 and see how that goes. It's so hard because it's not that it's not that the level itself is bad. It's just that I can't, for some reason, I just can't get the hang of it. Maybe I should have warmed up at least a little bit more before I started playing today, but I just needed to stream, man. I really just needed to stream. I did that click pattern, it worked earlier. Ugh. You know what, whatever, at least I got to that part from the start position, so you know, at least there's that. I just wanted to see how long I could go with doing. I have a lot of stories for later in the stream that I could tell of being like in the production, but I'll save those for a little bit later when I'm not trying to do the easiest start position run of all time. That took a lot. I don't know why that took so much. Anyway, let me just adjust the title. YouTube Studio, I think. No. Live. 54 to 100 times 2. Boom. Alright, back to this. Hello. Anyway, 0 time. I don't expect this to go well at all, but you know, at this point, I might as well just go for it. I've already done 54 to 100, so I don't think there's. I mean, I could technically do like 40 to 100 or even 28 to 100. That would maybe be more productive uses of my time, but also I just want an attempt. I want an actually decent drop attempt today, at the very least. And I will sit here for as long as it takes for me to get the decent drop attempt. Okay, I know I said the UFOs in the level are not an issue in the review video. I know I said that, but that does not mean that I can't get frustrated with them. But like I said, any of my frustration is not because the level's bad, it's just that I'm bad. Like, I feel like I have, like, somewhere around Dora skill level, like maybe halfway through Black Blizzard's skill level. Like, I do not feel like I am. I recently learned a piece of GD lore. What is that? But yeah, I don't feel like I'm anywhere near my best. But you know, I still wanted to stream, so I will still stream. Yeah, the stuff that I've been doing over the last month and a half or so is ridiculous, especially for the musical. Like, I'm gonna try to describe my costume. So we're putting on a production of the SpongeBob musical. I am a sardine, which basically there's a cult of sardines, and they all have to. Rub-Dub is called Rub-Dub because Rub-Top reverses Rub. That's not what it is, but okay. Anyway, so I'm a sardine, which means we all have to dress up as Patrick Star and treat him as though he's the second coming of Jesus. And you might be wondering, well, what does that costume entail? Well, the first thing it entails is a purplish pink skirt that all of us have to wear. Doesn't matter what gender we are. I mean, I'm one of 2 guys, but you know what I mean. And then some of the people have like purplish pink like t-shirts or long sleeve shirts. Others, such as me, have like highlighter pink hoodies. And then we each have like, I don't know if shawls are the right word, but we each have these little like cape things that we have to basically have tied around our neck like we're some kind of superhero. But yeah, it is absolutely ridiculous. If I don't have any pictures I don't have any pictures right now of like the full costume, but I do have a picture of me in the purplish pink skirt that I will. Hey, editing Doge, how about you put the picture of me in a skirt on screen right now? Thank you. 37 attempts, and I've not gotten past the pre-drop once. This level's actually harder than Exo, dude. I swear to God. Based outfit. I agree. It's like Sunset. It's like Sunset Sandstorm. I know that once I get to the drop for the first time, the drop attempts will just come pouring in, but getting there is a struggle. Oh, too early. God. Alright. I'm trying so hard not to get mad. Maybe streaming was not what I needed today, but you know what? I wanted to get back into playing the game again, and what better environment to do it in than an environment where people will make fun of you for every mistake you make. So that's like a fun time. No, I'm kidding. Stream chat is generally very nice to me. You know what? I'll take it. There we go. Shut up, phone. But yeah, I will absolutely take that. It's kind of a sucky drop attempt, but I'll absolutely take it. I don't know what to put my 0% in the title. I guess maybe just like when I get to when I get to 40, I'll put it in the title. But yeah, that is, I believe I have 28 to like 56 or something. Non-demon level. Well, assuming you're, like, when you say non-demons, assuming you also mean levels that would be hard enough to be rated demon, but would not be, are not rated, 1945 without a question. But if you're talking about just like insane rated and lower, then I don't know. But yeah, so the musical is about a week or so out. The next week is Tech Week, so that'll be lots of fun. I'll try to maybe get in a stream then on one of the days where I'm home for a couple hours. But yeah, so next week is Tech Week, and then Friday the 11th, Saturday the 12th, and Sunday the 13th are the performances. And right now, I'm gonna be honest, it's not in the most pristine condition, but you know what? As I've been telling everyone, we still have plenty of plenty of time to get it under control, and considering each day in the Tech Week is 4.5 hours, that's 4 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's in total 18 hours that we're going to be able to spend just like fixing everything up and polishing it and all that jazz. And that's not even considering the fact that there's 2 more rehearsals tomorrow and Friday. God, I hate to do this, but I'm gonna play with low detail mode for a little bit and see if it's any less horrible to play. Performing outfit on after the performance. I don't think we get to keep those. I don't think we get to keep the outfits as this thing. Like that I agree with you, that would be funny, but probably not something we can do, unfortunately. But who knows? I'll ask the play director. There's so many, like, there's so much nuance, I feel, in a lot of these timings, and that makes it really, really difficult to get consistent with them. There's a bunch of sad faces in the chat right now. I agree, but there's nothing I can do about it. Hey, Daddiddle, what's up? I've been explaining to the one other person in chat about how I have to dress up like Patrick Star and treat him as though he's the second coming of Jesus. Yes! There we go. You know what? That's all I wanted. That is all I wanted. I just wanted an attempt in the 40s. That is all I wanted. Yes! I don't even care that it was a stupid death, because you know what? I got there. Okay. Nice. There we go. Let me see. Borderless Classic. The nice thing is this doesn't reset my, This doesn't, like, reset. It doesn't exit me out of the menu. But, okay, you know what? That is... For now, I'm content with that being my progress from 0. I wanna go to the... I wanna go to the start position copy and see if I can get some consistency with 40 to 54. Well, I did it at first attempt, but no, I'm gonna get a little more consistency. For some reason, like, overnight, that became extremely consistent, and I have no idea why. Like, I guess it might not seem it, but, like, those timings suddenly became really consistent, as did these. That part still, I'm not, there's no way I'm fluking the entire duel when I get there the first time. Like, if I do that entire part first try, I'm going to, I was gonna say buy a lottery ticket, but I'm not 18 yet, so I can't really do that. I wonder how many people, lie about their ages in order to buy lottery tickets. Like, as far as I know, the legal age for gambling is, I don't remember if it's 18 or 21. But there's probably quite a few people that lie about that. Have you beaten the ultimate phase? What's the hardest part? No, I don't want to touch that level with a 30, even with a 39.5-foot pole. It's garbage. So I'm really sorry. I know you like the ultimate phase. Is it that level 2.2? No. But yeah, I'm sorry. I know you like the ultimate phase. I do not like the ultimate phase. Even saying, I forget. Oh yeah, as I was saying, I wonder if there's people that are just under the legal age for gambling, so they're like 17 and 8 months or 20 and 8 months, and because if it is, then why are you not getting the percentage thing? I don't know. This level's bugged. I don't know why, but a bunch of levels, like this is one, Sonic Wave is another. I already know that is. Yeah, for some reason that's just... yeah, getting back on topic, finally. But, like, you have people that are, like, just a few months under the legal gambling age limit, walking into, like, a convenience store, and the clerk just says, oh, are you 18 or 21? You have to be that age to gamble. And they're just like, yeah, I am that age. And they're like, you look a little young, but here you go. And then imagine someone wins, like, under that scenario. Someone buys a lottery ticket, or like a scratch ticket underage, wins the jackpot from that, has to go and collect it, and then, in all of the paperwork that probably has to be signed, it is revealed that they are in fact underage, and their prize is revoked. What happens to the person that sold them, like, the ticket in that scenario? Are they just sued into nothingness too? Or two? Why would the... Well, no, I take that back. You can get sued if you're, like, underage. is actually very possible. 21, yeah, there. 21-esque. I think you mean ESQUE, but yeah. Just so we're clear, if any government people are watching this when it's in the video, that entire line of conversation was a joke. I do not endorse underage gambling. I do not think it is a good thing. Yeah. I don't actually know if I needed to say that, but you know, there's always a risk. There's always a risk of some people going like, oh, what are you watching? Oh, it's this guy. He's just playing geometry. Wait, did he just advocate for underage gambling? So you gotta be safe. Also, I feel like I called the 28 transition like a big choke point, but I have yet to die to it, like in the entire stream thus far. So I have no idea what that means. That is a really hard transition. Yes, the hundreds of CIA agents in your comments. I mean, I don't know. They could be undercover. Like, do you know what narcs are? There could be every single. This sounds like an old Technoblade spiel. Like, I think it was in the Minecraft Monday video, like the first one, the pig rank video, where he's just like, the entire stream is a robot. They're all robots. I called my mom. She's a robot. But yeah, you never know. There could be everyone in my comment section could be an underage undercover CIA agent. You could be an undercover CIA agent. We never know. Auroras are based. I agree. I'd love to see the ones like in real life at some point. Unfortunately, I do not know if that'll. First of all, if it'll be in a position, they'll be in a place where I can like reasonably get to it, and B, whether I can afford in both time and money to go to see them. Hopefully, I'm able to see them at some point though, because they are absolutely gorgeous. Wah, wah, wah. That's so fun to do for some reason. You know, I was thinking maybe I could actually do that. By the way, am I like hearable? I know there was some audio issues earlier in the stream, but I hope I should have fixed them. Rank all fast food places you've been to. This stuff, because I haven't been to many that I remember. I think if I had to give just like a base ranking, Five Guys is probably number 1. McDonald's, this is controversial, but number 2. Chick-fil-A, number 3. I just wish they didn't. You know, they were not so homophobic. What else? Where else have I been? There's this really good restaurant called the Beach Plum that actually sponsored my baseball team, so they're probably number 4. I've been to a Wendy's before, they at some point, I don't even remember like why we were near a Wendy's in the first place, but they were good, but it wasn't like super good or anything. Texas Roadhouse is probably number 6. Not because of like themselves. Like I think their food is good. I just can't tolerate most of it. So yeah, I'm sorry, TC. And then number 7. This might be a controversial take, but Burger King. I tried it once. It was not particularly good. And then if I remember anything else, I will bring it up. Why what? Like I'm happy to answer your question. Don't worry about having asked me a question that a bunch of other people have asked me, but like, what is that question? I need to know what that question is. No! Oh, man! Why the name Master Dojo 97? Well, okay, first of all, let me just preface this. I came up with this nickname a decade ago, well before it meant anything it means now, but I liked Doge. I wanted a name that means something like that, so I put Master in front of it, and then I realized there were probably a lot of other Master Doges, so I wanted something to, like, not distinct, what's the... I wanted something to stand out, so, and then that's where the 987 came from. So yeah. And because I'm really stubborn with my usernames, I have not changed it ever since. Used to be Dojo 6, it was always that for Geometry Dash. It was always that for Geometry Dash, I just don't use it. I just for most other things, it's Master Dojo 987 or Master Dojo or some variant of that. But no, Dojo 606 is Geometry Dash only, like my GD account. What is on September 6th? Well, if it's mentioned in a question about how old I am, I think you could probably guess what it is. But no, it's my birthday. I did the funny click pattern and survived. What is your most recently used emoji? Well, that's tough. That's hard because it doesn't... I don't think it really tracks your most recently used emoji. I think it just tracks your frequently used emoji. But in that case, it would probably just have to be that. I know it might be a cheap cop-out, but yeah, the emoji I most recently used is probably the skull emoji! Me consistently, either for Doge to add clips or to keep the chat alive. I'm not gonna lie, Gaba asking me to rank all the fast food places I've been to probably added at least a minute to the content video. But no, I enjoyed the random questions, so don't worry about it. You're turning 55.777592 yen. I hope that's yen, at least. But, no. But yeah, once I beat this level, I will have officially beaten more extreme demons than the amount of years that I've been on this planet, which is kind of weird. Yes! Yes! Let's go! 40 to 100! But yeah, as I was going to say, the nice thing about this level being as short as it is, it's only like a minute and 15 seconds long, is that, like, even if you die to something stupid, chances are you probably will be able to get back to wherever you just were in like 30 seconds. But yeah. Alright, cool. I have this level in 2 runs now. Only took a lot of attempts. Out of stretch. And then boom, 40 to 100. 54 to 100 times 2, 40 to 100. Yeah. Alright, now what do I do? Honestly, I just wanted to, with how bad I've been playing, I just wanted to get it in 2 runs, and I did that. God damn. Chemical compound tier list when I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember most of them. I got like a C plus in chemistry. But yeah, if I ever get really bored, then that'll be something we do. Too early, dang it. Element tier list when? You know, at some point I'm probably gonna do a stream with Gaba where we just do a bunch of tier lists. So that could very well be one of the ones we do. But for example, Gallium would probably be an S tier because just because I've seen so many videos on like what can be done with it. It's probably one of the safest elements to actually handle, and it can be used to make some like really cool things once it like cools and hardens. This will be the best stream ever. Yes, it will be. Unless I beat the level of that attempt. In that case, then this will be the best stream ever. But no, it was not to be. This stream will fade into irrelevancy. But no, considering my issues at the start with like the audio and video and stuff, I think it's going about as well as it probably could. Even though I feel like whenever I hit that orb, I remember first seeing Gallium in a video. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. This guy, I think his name is Dave Hacks. I used to watch him all the time, but he would make different fidget spinners with Gallium, and it was really entertaining to watch, even if the videos were in essence the same thing over and over again. But you know, he made it entertaining. I'll give him credit for that. Probably mostly because he's British, to be honest. Like, if it was an American doing that, I don't know if it, or someone with a not British accent doing that, I don't think it would have been nearly as entertaining. Yeah, accents are weird. Like I've thought about this a couple times. Is like the way I see it, like any accents that could be considered. So I'm American, obviously. So I don't really have a specific. So to me, like people speaking English is like an accent, but there's probably people in Britain probably just see that as the normal way of speaking, and they see the way Americans speak as being an accent. So it's just a bunch of accents. Sometimes I wonder like how that sort of stuff even happens, like how science comes up in that sense and allows for like so many people to have different so many different accents. What did I miss? Not much. We basically just talked about Gallium and British accents for 5 minutes. Every time someone hears my accent, they point out how interesting it is. And then a flag. I can't. That is extremely small. What flag is that? is the flag of the country, Georgia? I thought it might be Georgia, but wasn't sure. But yeah, at some point, if you have any videos with your voice, I'll take a listen to it after the stream. Like, I'm sure it's not like, I mean, as long as they're not doing it in an attempt to be like, what's the word? Reductive or like dismissive. Then, yeah, because that's one thing I don't understand about, like, people. That's one thing I don't understand about people, especially, like, some of the ones that don't. Yeah, our cats do not do that, unfortunately. But yeah, like, I don't understand people who judge someone, like, just because they have an accent. I don't know if that's, like, I don't know if that's too woke, but I don't understand it. I think there was a bit from someone in one of the books I had to read for senior English this year about that. Yeah, I recorded a video just yesterday revealing my voice on YouTube. All right, I will go. Actually, what I'll do is after this attempt, I'll pause the stream real quick and I'll listen to that video. I swear I did not do that on purpose. All right, let me see. All right, let's see. You know what? I'm not even gonna be mad at that. That was, I mean, he got me pretty good. Yeah, I kind of forgot yesterday was April Fool's Day. Okay, I don't like April Fool's Day at all. I just don't. I know it might just be like the autism in me, not knowing how to like tell when something's a joke or not. But April Fool's is like legitimately, like partially due to said autism. It's pretty much my second least favorite major holiday. Second only to, of course, the 4th of July for probably very similar reasons. At some point, I gotta die to the... Any advice on the polynomials homework I'm doing? I don't remember them right now. Give me a little bit after the stream, and maybe I can take a look at it. But for now, I must play video games. I'm thinking eventually I have to die to the 28 transition, right? Also, this may very well take me more streams and more attempts than Stale May Redux. That does not mean this is harder, it's just the different types of gameplay. What? What the hell was that? Jesus. Oh my god. That was ridiculous. I'm pretty sure that was the same attempt that I was talking about. This being like taking more attempts and more streams than Stalemate Redux. Jesus Christ. And the thing is, like, do I keep going from 0? Because, like, I feel like maybe this is just like, I know that Fluker's Remorse is going to come back to bite me later on, but I just don't know how much. I don't know how much more benefit would come from me playing from 0 today. Whatever the case may be. 43. Rookie number 75. Let me check Discord. Let me see. I was gonna check this. Yes. Oh, of course you do. Let me look up polynomials. Oh God. Yeah, I think. I don't have that much more time to stream anyway, so I might as well just go from 28 for the rest of the stream. What is your favorite brew level? This might be like a cop-out answer, but Rage Quit probably. Either that or absolute garbage. I banged up this finger today, but it's slamming it on a desk, so it's really starting to hurt a little bit. But yeah, that entire attempt was really quite something, I have to say. I just don't understand what. And honestly, like, as crazy as that fluke was, like, and as good as it was, that could also be like worst case scenario, because now I might not get back there for like a really long time, no matter what I do. Yeah. Bring the Falcon 16 in you. I have no idea what that means. Oh, I get it. Okay. I was gonna say, because I suddenly remembered that you asked me what the worst Jonathan GD level was. Would you consider yourself the ultimate prankster? No. Do you not listen to my spiel about how much I hate April Fool's Day? But yeah, I suddenly remember that you asked me what my least favorite Jonathan GD level was, and I answered Future Funk. And then the attempt after, I beat Falcon 16. What? Alright, should not have died to that, but I'll take it. Ow. That was could have been 28 to 100, but you know what? I'll take it. Now where would that actually be? Let me watch a video of the level. YouTube. Advent Aurora GD. I don't care, Microsoft rewards in Roblox. Just let me watch the video of Advent Aurora.
For you to...
Okay, so from the video, it was 20. It was just flat out 28 to 92. You know what? Sure thing, dude. All right, 28 to 92. There we go. All right, my finger's really starting to hurt, so I'm gonna cut the stream short. But wow, I mean, all I wanted was to regain my consistency at least a little bit, and maybe get to 40 once. And then in reality, I got 75 and 28 to 92. So this stream is absolutely, without question, a success. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this a little bit tomorrow before I have to leave for a big event. I'm going to play this tomorrow and then try to get 28 to 100. And then once I get back from that event, either Saturday, like late in the day Saturday, or some point earlier in the day Sunday, I'm going to stream this again, and hopefully that will be the completion stream. But for now, what a frickin' stream this was, dude. What a stream. Alright, I don't like cutting streams off before the 1 hour mark, but at this point I don't really have a choice. Suk S stem. You know what? Sure. Whatever that means, sure. Alright, see you guys at some point in the next few days, probably. That should be it, and I should have a video, another Skyblock video coming out in the next week or two. So there's going to be quite a bit of content, I think, in the next couple weeks. Alright. See ya!